Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sports Extra. I'm your host, Ahson Haqqani. A lot has been said and done, and today is a very exciting day because PSL 10th edition is on the charts. Today, Rawalpindi would witness the two amazing teams, Lahore Qalandars and the prior champions, Islamabad United, get head-to-head in the inaugural match of the PSL 10th edition. It's going to be very exciting when you talk about cricket altogether. Pakistan is going to witness the biggest tournament of Pakistan, the PSL, that is the 10th edition. Aaj mera X dekho. That is the slogan for the PSL 10th edition. Amazing songs all the way, and there are people who have been witnessing the PSL all over the place, and they've been talking about PSL, and that is a welcome gesture for the cricket fans in Pakistan, because we've witnessed some real bad performances from Pakistan's ODI team and T20s in the recent past. But all will be said and done when the PSL comes to Pakistan once again, and it's the 10th edition, and we'll be talking about that and more. Some other news is also coming. Good news for Pakistan, as Noor Zaman has made sure that he wins the Under-23 Squash World Championship, defeating Egypt's Karim Al-Turki 3-2 in a hard-fought battle in Karachi, and he was actually 2 sets down, came back up, had nothing to lose, and then defeated in a very, very happening, very contested match. And congratulations to the Squash Association of Pakistan. Along with him, won the women's event. That was the top-seeded Farzood Waqar Al-Khair of Egypt that emerged victorious after a straight-set win against Hong Kong's 4th seed Chan Sin Yuk, clinching a title 3-0. That was easy pickings for the Egyptian. We'll be talking about that and more, but we've got some amazing analysts today with us. We've got cricket commentator Kunnamal Asif with us. Kunnamal, welcome to the show.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. How are you doing, Ahson Haqqani?
I'm doing well. Are you excited?
Oh, yes, pretty much, because my team, Islamabad United, tonight, they will definitely gear up.
Okay, we'll show the viewers as well, and we'll get to know what happens. Then we've got Malik Usman, our sports expert, with us. Malik Usman, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are things at your end, Malik Usman? Are you excited for the PSL 10th edition?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very exciting tournament, and it has been over the years, and this is going to be even more special with some very, very good international players joining the camp, and I think it is going to be extravaganza for 1 month.
Let's talk about Kunnamal Asif, the 10th edition. How is the 10th edition so important for the PSL franchise? And then you talk about the group stages, and then the knockouts, the eliminator one, the qualifier, and then the final on the 18th of May. A whole month of action for Pakistan when you talk about cricket.
Well, definitely. You know that from last 3-4 months are really bad for Pakistan cricket when we talk about, and everybody wants some happiness, and we're expecting something good cricket, something extraordinary from the players of PSL. And we had a presser from Salman Nasir, the CEO. What he said actually that we're trying to bring some more energy in Pakistan Super League. It's the first game, it's Islamabad United versus Lahore Qalandars, and if you see and if you talk about both of the skippers, in the last edition that wasn't a good outing, dismal performances from Lahore Qalandars, but on the other hand, the Islamabad United is there, the defending champions. And interestingly, Shadab Khan was absolutely brilliant with the bat. He scored more than 300 runs in last edition. And Shaheen Shah Afridi has taken 14 wickets in 9 games. So 2 captains, and it's a different format, different game. I think that Shaheen Shah Afridi is leading from last couple of years. He's getting some more experience in Pakistan Super League. On the other hand, Shadab Khan has been brilliant in Pakistan Super League, and this is their home ground. As I discussed yesterday, that they will give some tough time to Lahore Qalandars, because Islamabad United, if you talk about their stats, their tactics, absolutely brilliant. On the other hand, Shaheen Shah Afridi is working with the new coach, because there is no more Aqib Javed in Lahore Qalandars dugout. So, but they have Daryl Mitchell, they have David Wiese, they have Sikandar Raza. Though David Wiese didn't perform well, he played only 4 games in last edition and scored only around 60-70 runs. But you know, the presence of Daryl Mitchell will be really, really crucial for Lahore Qalandars, because he's been enjoying very good form from last couple of months, especially in ICC events as well. So in that scenario, I must talk about that it's 60-40 games, and 60% for Islamabad United and 40% for Lahore Qalandars.
Oh, 40% for Lahore Qalandars, 60% for Islamabad United. Kundumal Asif definitely going towards the Islamabad side. Now, it's going to be thrilling. It's going to be 34 matches in a whole when you talk about PSL 10th edition. And 4 venues have been selected. 6 teams are there. Malik, Usman, who do you have as your picking, considering that they have the most successful captain in Shaheen Shah Afridi when you talk about Lahore Qalandars?
I think that Asif's Freudian slip was the right answer. 60-40 for Lahore, he was about to say, but he changed his words to Islamabad United. I think Lahore has a very good team. In fact, all these 6 teams are far more balanced than we have seen in the first 9 editions. I think it is going to be a very, very closely contested tournament. With the likes of Lahore Qalandar, I think they have a much more balanced side. As I was talking yesterday itself, that they always had good bowling. They had good spinners and faster bowlers. That core is envious for any side in this tournament, with the likes of Zaman, Haris and Shaheen Shah Afridi. But this time their batting is very, very strong as well. Look at Kushal Pereira coming into the mix, and then Daryl Mitchell is going to be wonderful. And then Fakhr Zaman, Abdullah Shafique, I think they could be the team to beat, because they have the biggest star power, I think. And as far as their balance is concerned, you could argue maybe Islamabad is far more, a little bit more balanced. But I think with the likes of star power, you think Lahore Qalandars have players who can win the game single-handedly on their day.
Your pick for the tournament is Lahore Qalandars?
See, I hail from Lahore. My in-laws are from Karachi. I live in Islamabad. So I have half the PSL covered, but I think Lahore Qalandar would be my pick.
Lahore Qalandar, the pick for Malik Usman over here. Now let's see the stats over there. Islamabad United, the schedule for Islamabad United, they start off their first uptaking against the Lahore Qalandars, that is today, in a very short while, 11th of April, when the opening ceremony would be held at 7 p.m. in Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. The match starts at 8:30 and later on goes on, and late night we'll see who wins between Islamabad United and Lahore Qalandars. Both teams have won their respective matches and the tournaments when we talk about PSL. And let's see as the schedule of Islamabad United. They first play Lahore Qalandars on the 11th, that is today. Then they move on to April 14th versus Peshawar Zulmi. That's going to be in Rawalpindi as well. And as we know, Peshawar Zulmi is considering the same venue as their own venue, because there's no venue in Peshawar as of now. Then they have to face Multan Sultans. That too will be in Rawalpindi on the 16th. Then Karachi Kings. Islamabad United will be facing Karachi Kings in Karachi, and that is going to be on 20th of April. Then Multan Sultans in Multan. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be on the 23rd. And on the 2nd of May, Peshawar Zulmi will then be facing Islamabad United in Lahore, Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, and that would be a sight to watch. A newly renovated stadium, and the crowd will be ecstatic. Then again, Lahore Qalandars, they face on May the 3rd in Lahore, and then it's going to be Quetta Gladiators, Rawalpindi, May 7th, and then Karachi Kings on May 10th, and that compiles the whole tour of the Islamabad United team when you talk about the group stages. Then comes on to the knockout stages. Very exciting knockout stages, Kundumal Asif, when you talk about the knockouts, it goes into the eliminators and the qualifiers. So how about you brief us? The first 4 teams go in, as of my knowledge, and then the top 2 actually face the qualifiers, and the last 2 face the eliminator 1, and the ones that win from the eliminator go to eliminator 2, and the loss from the first go and match them, and then the final happens on the 18th.
Goodness me, you are in a hurry. It's the first night, it's the first evening. Let's talk about tonight's game, man.
Okay.
Definitely, and then in next upcoming programs, we'll have some fun, we'll have some chat about upcoming
Probably
games.
I wouldn't be there, you know. I just get my chance right now, so that's the reason why I want to compile it all together. Give the fans a little aura of the PSL.
See, first I'll talk about your aura. You are a very senior anchor, sports anchor. Everybody loves you, likes you, and we always enjoy your company there. And don't worry, me and Sherazi sir won't leave you alone, to be honest, first of all.
Thank you.
The second thing is that I would like to talk about the bowlers of Islamabad United, because that was a good fire from Usman bhai, that he lives in Lahore and Islamabad, his in-laws from Karachi Kings, so only Quetta, Peshawar and Multan have nothing from Usman bhai, isn't it, Usman bhai?
It is something of that sort.
All right, let's coming back to the Islamabad United. If you see and if you talk about their bowlers, Hunan Shah, Naseem Shah, Imad Wasim, Jason Holder, Matthew Short, and then we talk about the Mohammad Nawaz. the economy is really, really important in T20 cricket. And the Hunan Shah conceded already pretty much runs in the last edition. And his economy is more than 9. And most important thing is their prior bowler is Imad Wasim and Naseem Shah. Imad is very good with the ball. He's under 7, 6.8. And when we talk about the Naseem Shah, he's expensive in PSL from Islamabad United. And his economy is 8.1. And Jason Holder, 9.2. Once again, pretty much expensive. So I think that if you go for the comparison of the fast bowling attack, Naseem Shah, and then Haris Rauf, and then there is Zaman. So all of these 3 fast bowlers are really good, especially when we talk about Zaman with his slow slingy arm bowling action, slow yorkers, slow bouncers, and then Haris Rauf with his quick fire bowling. So both of these teams, they're very good fast bowling battery. But once again, that the Lahore Qalandars have little upper hand, and in the middle they have Sikandar Raza, very good spin bowler. But even then, I think that it's 60-40. 60 towards Islamabad, and 40 towards...
That's just you being biased because you're favoring Islamabad. I fail to understand Malik Usman. He's mentioned all the pros of the Lahore Qalandars, and then he says, I still think Islamabad United wins. How about that, Usman?
See, I think the way the Islamabad United team plays, they have a formula of scoring 1 run more than the opposition. I think that is that method to that madness. If you look at that team, you cannot say that their batting is their strength or their bowling is their strength. I think as a team, they function really well. And it is just that they want to play entertaining cricket, which they actually do. But if you look at the core players, I think Lahore Qalandars have far better core than the Islamabad United. That is one of the reasons why I think that Lahore would be a very, very strong contender. And if you look at the other teams as well, looking at Karachi, I think they have made a very, very formidable team this time around. Even Multan have always been in the finals for the last 4 years. Even Quetta, if someone says that Quetta might be the strongest squad in this tournament, I won't disagree with him either. But as far as this Lahore Qalandar, why I say that they could be the team to beat, because they have won, this core has won actually 2 PSL titles together, and Shaheen Shah Afridi is coming in a sort of back in form, and Haris Rauf has been phenomenal in Australia and South Africa, and with Fakhar Zaman and Abdullah Shafique to have a few words with their fans who have been criticizing them for some time now, I think they will have a lot to prove in this tournament. They would have much more meaning in their performance as compared to Islamabad United or other franchises.
Well, I have some very important news to give to Kunnumal Asif. In Rawalpindi, the both teams have faced twice, and guess who's won twice? It's been Lahore Qalandars who won in Rawalpindi twice. If you look at the overall matches between both the teams, 20 matches have been played, and 9 wins for Lahore Qalandars and 10 wins for Islamabad United, and 1 has been a draw. So a very close competition, but in Rawalpindi, it's a clear-cut winner that Lahore Qalandars mostly takes it. Mostly, what do you mean by mostly? I mean, they take it every single time. That's what the history tells us. Kunnumal, what do you have to say?
Well, every day is not Sunday, and it's the
Even today is not Sunday. You can bet on Lahore Qalandars. You can bet on Lahore Qalandars.
See. If you guys are putting me pressure to change my decision, to change my prediction, no, I won't go. Let me share some stats of batting stats from the Lahore Qalandars, guys. And why I'm talking about that, the Abdullah Shafique, you know, he's not in good form, and internationally he's under pressure. He didn't play well, so he's coming up under immense pressure. Let's see. Wish him good luck for upcoming 10th season of Pakistan Super League. But his overall strike rate is very good. I appreciate it. It's 135.6. And your and Usman Bhai's favorite Asif Ali, he is once again good strike rate, 139. And then David Wiese, 148. Fakhar Zaman, 131. Jahandad Khan, 157. Kusal Pereira is there, 148, and then they have Muhammad Akhlaq, wicketkeeper batter, 132. So overall, their batters...
You did not speak about Daryl Mitchell.
See, I'm talking about, this is first time that he has joined...
well, coming to Kunnumal's defense now, let me tell all the viewers that in the last 5 matches, Islamabad United has not lost a single match, while Lahore Qalandars has lost 3 matches. They've won 2 matches. Right, so Usman...
So they will start from today. that victory.
Fresh start.
Yeah, so last season was a disappointing season for Lahore Qalandars in general, and you were talking about Rawalpindi's fixture between Lahore and Islamabad, and why Islamabad has been winning. See, very short boundaries, even a miss hit can go for a 6. So these are kind of pitches and grounds where your bowlers actually win your games, and we all know that Lahore Qalandars have a better bowling lineup as compared to Islamabad United. Islamabad United actually plays a brand of cricket and relies on pinch hitters simply because of their home ground, and this is one chance where they can actually make it count and qualify for the knockout playoffs. As far as Lahore is concerned, I think they have a much more overall kind of a team. They can do well in Lahore, they can do well in Karachi, and even in Islamabad, as we have spoken, that they've beaten Islamabad United twice. And even if they win today, I think it won't be a surprise, it would be a hat-trick of victories, simply because they have a much better bowling lineup as compared to Islamabad United. And with the likes of Asif Ali and Fakhar Zaman, I think no boundary is bigger for their kind of shots. And with the likes of Daryl Mitchell also joining the party, I think the spinners would be in huge trouble with the likes of Imad Wasim, etc.
Right, I'd have to ask both of you about Lahore Qalandars now. In the past few sessions of the PSL that happened, they changed their kit from green to red. What's the dilemma about
that?
All
Was home and away.
That was home and away.
Home and away.
That's what happens with Lahore Qalandars every time they play away?
Yeah. I actually want teams to have home and away kits. It looks very beautiful. If
and Lahore Qalandars is probably the only team that's doing that.
Yeah, no one else is doing. Even Islamabad once had two kinds of
pink.
kits.
They came in pink.
Food Panda and the reddish one. I think both those kits were actually exciting. I like those kits. But I think the teams should be having home and away kit so that it becomes very easy for the viewers to understand that what does this actually mean and who is having the so-called home advantage.
So Kunnamal, after what Malik Usman has briefed us about the conditions of the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium, do you still stay with Islamabad United or do you stay with Lahore Qalandars? They've already won twice against Islamabad United in Rawalpindi, so Rawalpindi is not really a good playing ground for the Islamabad United home team when they're facing the Lahore Qalandars.
Well, they're facing Lahore Qalandars, and I'm happy that Usman Malik is smiling, and it's a very good thing right before the start of the tournament, because from last one season, Lahore Qalandars wasn't good. If you see their performances, it wasn't up to the mark.
It's very easy for Malik Usman. He's going to switch and say, now I'm with Karachi Kings because my wife's place is there, and then I'm with Islamabad United because I live over here. So it's going to be all over.
I'm not talking about the entire tournament, but I'm just talking about tonight's game. Why I'm supporting Islamabad United, this is their home ground, and definitely Islamabad United will get some support from the crowd as well, from Rawalpindi's crowd. They always support Islamabad United, though I like the tactics of Lahore Qalandars when we talk about their pathways, their players development program, and bringing this idea, playing with the green shirts in the Lahore and in the home, and away they're using another kit. I strongly support Usman Bhai's idea that every team, they should go and they bring some change in this colorful event. This is, as we always talk about, that this tournament always bring happiness in Pakistan, because we're cricket lover, not getting good news from the international cricket team. So let's enjoy this cricket festivity.
So ladies and gentlemen, slowly and gradually Kunnamal Asif is turning and saying that,
I am saying pretty much clear. No, record my voice, record these visuals. I'm talking about tonight is the Islamabad United's night, and they will win.
All right, Kunnamal, gentlemen, I'd have to stop you here. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have. Thank you very much, Kunnamal. Thank you very much, Usman Malik. Usman Malik, Karachi King. Okay.
King Usman Malik.
King Usman. Okay, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, a special transmission on the PSL is going to be held right over here by Saba Shafique in a very short time. So stay tuned. It's goodbye from Sports Extra. Allah Hafiz.